All right, guys. Hey, thanks for joining me today. A little update on the cows in the shop, and we got to refill the hay feeder for the cows. Ole and Lena got back to their hotel room after a nice night of dinner for their honeymoon evening, and Ole, he's feeling a little frisky, and he kind of starts running his hand up her shirt, barely into the door, you know, and he's starting to reach up, and she stops, and she's like, Ole, I've been feeling terrible. I've been lying to you this whole time, and he's like, what? And she's like, I have small boobs. Like, I've been patting my bra the whole time we've been dating, and he's like, I don't care. I love you because you're beautiful, you're nice, you're sweet, you know, you're caring, all that normal gobbledygook that women like to hear about. So she's feeling pretty good, like, oh. And so she goes to the bathroom, puts on her negligee for the evening, and she comes in and hops under the covers and pats the bed. Oh, he jumps under the covers, and she starts to help him get his pants off, and he's like, oh, I gotta stop you right there before we go any further. I have a penis kind of like a baby, and she's like, I don't care, you know, I've had wedding cake now, I no longer really care about penises, we're good to go. She's like, that's just fine, we'll work with whatever you got, and I'll always love it. And so she keeps helping the pants off, she climbs back up top, and she starts running her hand down there, and all of a sudden she gasps, Ole, what is this? And he's like, well, I told you it's like a baby, 18 inches long and 9 pounds. All right, let's see if the Massey's warm enough, and we'll grab that hay cart out there and go refill it and get more bales up here for the cows. I've been feeding out of the tube, so this is my TMR, is my poor man's TMR is that I give 2 silage bales and then 6 hay bales and a couple straw bales as their ration, and let them clean it up and see how that goes. So far I've been working pretty all right, I would say. I gotta re-pick him. The tractor rides on top of the snow, and then you spear them too high, and another spear was on the outside where I couldn't get them unwrapped nice, but now I hit them at such a hard angle. Oh, for Pete's sakes, this is going downhill pretty fast. Set it down, hopefully he'll square back up. There we go. Geez, this is something pretty. You can't square it up when it's got that plastic wrap on there, because it just pushes all around. Oh well. So that's what it's supposed to do. And then we come over here, and I stop here, then I unwrap and put it in the burn pile. All right, quick shop update. Exterior tin is on, roof tin is on. They had some weird days that everything got delayed, of course. We were waiting for windows and window frames. And some of the clip material, because the roof is not screwed on, it's clipped on, so we'll never have to worry about leaks or anything. So they actually got a start on soffit and fascia. Yesterday, Saturday, the door company showed up and they got the big door installed, and they got they got that tin started, vapor barrier going, and just a little bit of finishing work here to do. So the vapor barrier, they just got to start sealing around the bottom. 100,000 BTU or 120, whatever that says it is, 120,000 BTU, and it's already starting to thaw the floor. So it's a tight building. Just some temporary work lighting. Behind the tin over here, they put a 4x8 sheet of plywood so the electrical panel has something to screw to. And I was kind of impressed. I suppose we can't see it anymore. The windows, I had said, well, why can't you just keep running? And the heck with the windows. Just, you know, pop the window, cut a hole in the building and pop the windows in later. But there's this framework that goes from the purlin up to here. Good heavy framework, and then another, you know, they really build, the window is built in there. It's not just sitting in the tin. So this coming week, they're gonna go to town on tinning. Hopefully the electrician can get here. And then once the east wall gets tinned, then the heater guy can come in. We'll put in a couple infrared tube heaters, and then he's gonna help us put in our diesel exhaust. We're gonna have a couple hang down drop tubes from each red beam to drop into stalls on this side, and then run one vent into the middle for the wash bay vent. So if you start a tractor up in the middle, it will do that. It will vent that. Hey buddy, my camera, my lenses are fogging up. But let's go check the cows. Oh yeah, it's feed day. It's feed day. Time to run all around like wild animals. They're fat little suckers though. They're looking really good. But what red one is that up there? Oh, he moved the whole gate. Look at that red guy. That's why they're so wild. What the heck is going on? You know, the comedy just never ends. So these gates were to separate the steers from the cows. Well, that guy got his head stuck in there. So I guess that's what we're dealing with. But look at that, he drug all 5 of them gates, he drug around. That idiot. Go get the bottle jack or the handyman jack and spread the bar so he can get his stupid fat head out, or the chainsaw and just cut his head off. That's that wild heifer. There ain't no way we were gonna rebreed that thing. Oh, she's possessed by the devil. So I wanted to be doing this out on the field, not in the feedlot, so I could be spreading the manure. And I wanted to be, I'll switch to our regular hay cart later this week when it warms up, because it's a lot less wasteful, and then just use this one for tending bales to that cart. But the cows walked themselves home one day. They were out on the corn stalks and alfalfa. Everything's going good, and then one morning Dad sends a text saying, hey, the cows walked themselves home. And so we just shut the feedlot gate, and they've been here since. And so, yay! Yeah. So let the comedy ensue. Let me get this unhooked so I can get she-devil over there, Mrs. Jones, unhooked from that gate. We picked up them 2 little guys. That little cute-faced bull and a little red heifer. They're in the shade now, but he has the roundest, cutest little face. And we just picked them up from a guy that thought he wanted cattle, a couple cows for butcher, and then he got called out of town for work. And so he's like, this ain't working if I'm not at home. So we gave him his money. Well, he didn't buy them from us, but we gave him his money back. But yeah, with a couple cuties.